What's up, Coach? Yesterday you said you're not going to apologize for winning around here. Is there like a line of getting it done by any means necessary, but knowing there's still stuff to clean up?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's not easy to win in this league on the road against a team that is fighting their tails off to get on a winning, get back to winning. And we knew that they were going to come out and give us a tough physical game, and it was going to be 4 quarters or more. We understood that even after early success offensively, it wasn't as if, oh, we're just going to steamroll these guys. I mean, there's a lot of good things to learn from, a ton that we can continue to clean up, but the resiliency, the support, the belief in the overtime from the guys was extremely strong. And I'm proud of the way that we were able to finish the game.
For Trevor, probably not the stat line that you or him had in mind, but I mean, can a game like that one, where you see how he handles the adversity and makes the plays in the clutch, build as much confidence in you and him as maybe a perfect game would?
Like I told him, I said I had a lot of confidence as a play caller calling pass plays throughout, really all throughout the game. Honestly, it was early on. We had some protection issues that got us, and why we weren't able to throw and catch or sustain some drives in the second quarter specifically. Second half, come out, bang, 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 tip, pick on a play that's a touchdown to Jacoby, right? And then obviously Buddha got him. Buddha made a great play on a third down where we got everybody sending the sticks, and Trevor's going to throw it to the slot, and Buddha makes a good play. I was extremely, as a play caller, as calling it and working with those guys. I had a lot of trust and belief that they were going to make plays in the pass game, and they did. I mean, he's 18 of 30, the accuracy on a lot of the plays that we did throw and catch on gave guys opportunities to run and catch a few times. The throw to Parker for the touchdown was unbelievable. The play made to Jacoby against zero blitz on a third down, got to have it, was a great play. And then the throw in overtime was a huge play between the two of those guys. So all of my conversations with Trevor and those skill players and the guys after the game were, guys, I have more and more confidence each week. I'm getting more confident as a play caller with the pass game.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll go to Gary, then to Shipley.
Hey, Coach, how you doing?
Good.
I know the NFL is not college in terms of rivalries, but have you been interacted enough with the fan base around here to realize how much Jaguar fans really don't like Tennessee?
Yeah, I think it's definitely felt a little bit throughout being here in my short time in Jacksonville. The division means something, right? The divisional games, you can feel that there's just a different level, which is what you want, right? In divisional games, and felt the same way in LA, right? Or in Tampa with whether it be Carolina, Atlanta, New Orleans. You feel it, you know that it's going to be a 4 quarter football game. They're coming off of obviously some losses, but 1 score games at home, and the quarterback's playing better. So we know what this is going to be. This is going to be a dogfight.
Hey, thanks.
Thank you.
Shipley, then to O'Halloran.
Hey, Liam, I know Josh and Trayvon both rush on both sides against both tackles, but it seemed like Josh had more rushes against the right tackle yesterday. Is there an advantage to maybe moving him around more and just kind of getting matchups for him the way you guys did yesterday?
Yeah, I think so. I think we obviously affected the quarterback more. We had 6 sacks, right? Was most since 2023. 15 QB hits. 5 guys had sacks. So I do think that, continuing to try to be creative about getting our guys matchups, it's no different than what you're trying to do on offense or in special teams when it comes to trying to put your best players in positions to be successful in matchups that are favorable, that you think are favorable in your way. And we got to continue to do that, right? So both schematically and effort and execution within the rush, I did think we took a step forward in some ways.
And then Devin Lloyd, I think, got credited for 5 quarterback hits. Doing that as an off-ball linebacker, how hard is that to do?
Yeah, it's really hard. I thought Devin played extremely fast, violent in the game. Had the one obviously sack where he ended up, unfortunately, we just got to come off him a little bit there at the end. But for an off the ball backer to be able to cover some of the screens and some of the stuff underneath, but also be effective within the pressures in the games. He's quick. He's how big he is and athletic. So he's good when you can get him going on some of the pressures and matchups on running backs is hard. So was pleased with Devin's performance yesterday as well.
Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
O'Halloran, followed by D-Rock.
Hey, Liam, got two for you. First one is when Brian Thomas is permitted to begin playing again, how does what he does well complement to what you've learned about Jakobi Meyers and vice versa?
Yeah, I think just being able to continue to find ways to be explosive as an offense and, create one-on-one matchups for guys that, can run and make plays after the catch. So that's what we're, hoping to be able to get back. And it is a nice compliment to have Parker, Cobb, those guys continuing to work the intermediates and the choice routes, the option routes, make some contested tough catches in critical moments. So definitely looking for, when we can get BT out there for him to add to that.
And lastly, for me, with the holiday coming up, growing up in Rhode Island, how many times did you play on Thanksgiving, and how much did that holiday mean to your family?
Yeah, that's a great question. It was so important. Thanksgiving Day, I played on Thanksgiving every year in high school. That was our rival game, as you know, and the crowds were unbelievable. You had a lot of alumni back, family. You're playing a 10 a.m. Big game against your rival, and then you're able to, after the game, go and be with your family and friends. And those were memories that I will always have and treasure. Some of the best games I've ever been a part of and fun games playing in high school were on Thanksgiving Day. And so many of the rivalries on Thanksgiving are so cool to be a part of. And so it's football, right? It's like November, right? Thanksgiving, you just think football. And I've always loved being a part of that.
All right. Thanks, Liam.
Thank you.
D-Rock.
Hey, Liam, you talked earlier about how you have so much confidence in the pass game. When you've had so many guys in flux at wide receiver, how hard is it to kind of gain that confidence?
Yeah, I mean, it's just been building, I think, over time. I think the guys that have been able to go out and continue to try to put good stuff on tape, it's been happening in practice. It's the intentionality throughout the week, and it has shown up in getting and improving D-Rock in the pass game, right? Is it perfect? No. Are we lighting the world on fire every time we throw it? No, but it has improved. And I, as the play caller, as I mentioned, do have confidence in calling pass plays that we're going to find a completion. I thought Trevor went through his progressions well. Like the first drive of the second half, was 4 passes in a row, whatever it was, trying to get a little rhythm there. And you're not doing that unless you believe, right? You believe you're going to be able to move the football that way. So that is important for us as an offense, like as a team, especially to continue to be more explosive, but to be balanced, right? As you go into November, December football, we know we've got to be able to continue to sustain the run. And offensively, we've got to have balance and move the chains better on third downs than we did the other day. But, the guys are believing, they're trying, they're working their tails off throughout the week with limited ops because Wednesdays we're not throwing it that much. So you only get 2 days of really full speed pass game. And that sometimes takes a hit, but I do have confidence.
How, I don't know if like relief is the right word, but when you know exactly what you can count on out of Travis Etienne each and every week, how much does that take off your mind as a play caller too?
You just know that if you do get him some space and get him to the second and third level, that he can go and create explosives, right? And then in the pass game, he has the long run, and then early in the game we had that play early in the red zone that week. We repped it a few times. It was meant to go to Strange or TJ, and during the week of practice, it went to TJ as well, and he scored in practice. So we knew that was something that we were hunting up. And when you get the ball to him in space, he's just been so consistent about making people miss and getting extra. Those hidden yards are so important in a game, whether it's in the run or the pass. He also had a couple good pass pickups, protection pickups as well on one of Jacoby's 2nd and 8 choice routes. He had a great pickup on Buddha. So been really pleased with TJ.
And I know, you kind of limited the amount of work that Brenton Strange got. At what point do you feel comfortable enough to kind of just turn him loose?
Yeah, I think we day by day, the goal was, what he typically looks like coming out of games, right? Like the wounded warrior. I mean, he's just like this coming out of most games because of how hard he plays, because of what he lays on the line. And so to get him back involved, right, almost have 100 yards receiving, but not walk out of the game like, Frankenstein, if you will. It was a huge deal for us because just getting him the confidence, getting him involved, feeling his presence, impacting the game, but also coming out of it not with any setbacks. I think that was the goal coming out of this game.